Ability that it's the key to Psalm 83. Good. There is another dimension to this enigma of who are the Edomites today. There's more to it than just that. And this other dimension emerges from careful study. See, metaphors tend to reign where mysteries reside. When we don't quite understand something, we give it a label to cover up the fact that we don't really understand it. Well, who are the Edomites really? It's interesting that the Orthodox Rabbis regard international globalists as Edomites. And when I first ran into it, I thought, gee, that's a strange idiom for them to use. These people, we think of, there are certain power groups and what have you that are pursuing a global government. The rabbis refer to them as Edomites, and that puzzled me. I want to track that down. This is a term they use in referring to Rome or any ruling empire. When Rome was ruling in the New Testament period, the rabbis regarded the Edomites as conspirators with them. No wonder all the Herods were appointed by Rome to be. See, they were viewed by Rome as near Jews, if you will. So that may be enough, but there's something more going on here, perhaps. Why do they regard the globalists as Edomites? Well, let's just examine the life of one example. A gentleman by the name of Amschel Moses Bauer. In 1743, a goldsmith named Amschel Moses Bauer opened a coin shop in Frankfurt, Germany. He hung above his door a sign depicting a Roman eagle on a red shield. And the shop became known as the Red Shield Firm. Amschel Bauer had a son, Meyer Amschel Bauer. At a very early age, Meyer showed that he possessed immense intellectual ability. And his father spent much of his time teaching him everything he could about the money-lending business and the basic dynamics of finance. A few years after his father's death in 1755, Meyer went to work in Hanover as a clerk in a bank owned by the Oppenheimers. His superior ability was quickly recognized, and his advancement within that firm was very swift. His success there gave him the means to return to Frankfurt and purchase the business his father had established back in 1743. The red shield was still displayed over the door. Recognizing the true significance of the red shield, see, his father had adopted it as his emblem from the red flag, which was the emblem of the revolutionary-minded Jews in Eastern Europe. So Meyer Amschel Bauer changed his name to Red Shield. In German, that's Rothschild, Red Shield. We mispronounce it and call it Rothschild. No, it's actually not Rothschild, it's Red Shield is what the term really means. The German word for Red Shield is Rothschild, in other words. It was at this point that the House of Rothschild came into being. Through his experience with the Oppenheimers, Meyer Rothschild learned that loaning money to governments and kings was much more profitable than loaning to private individuals. Not only were the loans bigger, but they were secured by the nation's taxes. And that leads to the whole strategy that's made them one of the most powerful financial organizations in the world. Meyer Rothschild had 5 sons: Amschel, Solomon, Nathan, Karl, and Yaakov. Meyer spent the rest of his life instructing them in all the secret techniques of money creation and manipulation. As they came of age, he sent them to the major capitals of Europe to open branch offices of the family banking business. Amschel stayed in Frankfurt. Solomon was sent to Vienna. Nathan was sent to London. Karl went to Naples. And Jacob went to Paris. In 1838, not to go through that whole history, I think most of you are ahead of me by now, but in 1838, Nathan made the following statement, very provocative insight. "Permit me to issue and control the money of a nation, and I care not who makes its laws." See, the power behind the scenes, the invisible power behind the scenes, is something that most people do not understand how it works, and that's where the real power lies. So the saga of this whole thing continues with involvements with Adam Weishaupt, who formed the Illuminati, and the secret meetings on Jekyll Island, Georgia, which established the Federal Reserve. They all take color from this history. And we could go on and on.